Why do you think Obama is going to El Salvador?
El Salvador is important to the history of the United States and U.S. foreign policy toward the region. So the fact that there is a new, fresh government there, a place that's been so polarized for so long, I think makes it very important to the United States, and that there's just a strong foundation for an ongoing relationship.
On the newspaper, the media is saying that the whole meeting is going to be about security. From the Americans' perspective, do you think immigration should be on the agenda?
Well, I think the two issues are connected, and I assume that the conversations will be about the connection between immigration and security. The way you deal with immigration and security is that you create conditions in El Salvador so that Salvadorans don't want to leave.
Since 2006, the United States have been deporting no less than 60 immigrants a day, of which about 27 have criminal records. Do you think Funes should tell Mr. Obama to stop that, to help in the security issue?
Well, you know, you're talking about a country, the United States, that's got overcrowded prisons already. The last thing we want is to, collect felons.
Salvadorians in the United States are the second or the third largest Hispanic group in the U.S. Do you think that has to do something with the visit?
I do. I think it absolutely does.
And Mr. Obama, he is taking his wife, Michelle. Is there a symbolic meaning?
Of course he would take his family to one of the most beautiful places on earth. That's not a surprise. But I think that he sees President Funes and El Salvador as playing a role in the region and as being important, an essential relationship as the United States tries to help address the security issue in all of Central America.
Do you think there is an actual benefit for the U.S. On this visit? I mean, in other words, what will the U.S. gain out of this visit?
One of the reasons it's so important to have this visit in El Salvador right now, where we did have a Cold War, where the Cold War was fought in this hemisphere, and where today that paradigm has broken apart, and where there's a president who's doing something new, who's pulling together a very polarized situation, and is reaching out his hand to both the United States and to Cuba, and is saying, I don't have to make a choice. This is a new world, we're going to do this in a new way, and I think that is very, very valuable and important for the United States.
What do you think El Salvador can gain from the visit, apart from getting a slice of those $150 million for security in the region?
Well, the huge problem, I think, with the relationship between the United States and Latin America is that our government ignores Latin America for the most part. There are other priorities, there are other pressing needs, and we just leave Latin America as a last thought. And I think that what is good and important and valuable to El Salvador and the region is that we now have a president who thinks it's important.